Hello, I'm Liam Gallagher with IntelligentPlantsApothecary.com, your health coach and a source for trusted natural health advice. So yesterday I talked about utilizing positive self-talk and a little bit of how that works in order to have a better experience in life. Today I'm going to begin on a topic that I could basically sum up by saying the brain works very similarly to a computer in as much as it runs on a default program. So over the course of the next couple videos, I'll be describing how I use that to my advantage and exactly how it can be applied to your own life. I started out with meditation. I think it's a kind of crucial point for everybody to start with. It's a process of calming your mind, returning to an awareness instead of being stuck in your thoughts. And that's enough for a lot of people. A lot of people meditate for a while, they practice, they find that calm, that stillness, that clarity, and that's enough for them. But for me, I kind of equated it to a computer again. Kind of like when you have to wipe your hard drive out because you have a nasty virus. It's kind of the same thing. You're left without an operating system, or at least that's how I felt. So with all the getting rid of all the bad thoughts, and all the ways that I beat myself up, and all the negative thinking that I did, once I cleared all that up, I was left with stillness, but it was empty. So in my understanding of life, it's a very rich and vibrant thing, and the emptiness just didn't seem to illustrate that for me all that much at all. The thing with the computer is if you wipe the operating system clean, you have to reinstall an operating system. So what I began doing is I started to learn how to write my own script. I wasn't about to reinstall the operating system that had failed me already. I started with repeating mantras. I got to a point where I was looking up Sanskrit mantras and repeating them countless times. Obviously, I was reading Eastern philosophy at the time, and they did really well. They helped. The great Gayatri is wonderful. It definitely helped lighten my energy, I'll say. I felt better, I felt more confident, but it still wasn't enough. And that's when I really started to set about creating my own phrases. I had studied the topic of positive affirmations. I had learned how to word things specific, where it was all positive phrasing with no negatives whatsoever. The brain really doesn't hear not. So if you say, I'm not, your brain hears I and then whatever you are. It doesn't hear the distinction of the word not. So I began a process of coming up with phrases that would directly counter what I felt to be the issues that I had in my life at the time. So actually, when I first started, I didn't really know what I wanted to say. So I began with the phrase, I'm a perfect and limitless idea. And I'd repeat this phrase over and 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 over again, out loud a little bit to myself in my head all the time. Initially, I had started out attempting to do it 1,000 times a day. What I realized after about 7 or 8 days of it, I noticed that I was repeating it to myself even when I wasn't consciously doing it, even when I wasn't doing it on purpose, as it were. So it really started to make sense to me how much that we could change our outlook on life by repeating simple phrases like, I love and accept myself unconditionally, I love my life, I'm safe and secure, and all of those things over and over and over repeatedly until it's so programmed in us that it's an automatic thought. So I'm going to end here for today. I'm going to keep going tomorrow. I'm going to talk more about how I used phrasings and how I added auto-hypnosis techniques and all that to really rewrite that default mode network to clear up my incorrect thinking and the perceptions of life that I had imprinted on me as a young child, which we all have had imprinted on us. You know, we're ingrained with everything. We're indoctrinated from every angle. Television, churches, government, it doesn't really matter whom. It's somebody's idea and it's not my own. So if you like what I'm presenting, I'd love it if you could like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'm really working on building this, so all the encouragement I get is really helpful, keeps me motivated. So thanks for joining me. Here's wishing you happiness and health. Have a great day. Thanks.